Hey guys, figured it's time for an update on the 67. Been neglecting the camera and whatnot, and been getting a lot done. As you can see, it looks like a truck again. I've actually got a lot done since last time y'all seen anything of it. Well, we went ahead and finished the frame. Got it a roller, front and back. And it's complete. All we gotta do is torque everything down. Ain't nothing really been tightened down on it yet, you know. But went ahead and finished out the doors here. Got them fitting well. Pretty close, you know, all the way around and whatnot. But and then we took the cab, and we still got some primer work to do and whatnot. We've been having to fit the doors, but went ahead and took the cab and set it on the frame. New polyurethane mounts for now. It's just on there for now because we're mocking the whole front clip up on it because ain't none of the fenders ain't ever seen this cab and this frame. Well, none of the parts ever seen this frame. The hood's new, the doors are new, the grill is the original 67 grill, the cowl's the 67 cowl. Both the fenders are 68, you know, stuff like that. So none of these parts have ever really been together. And the hood's, you know, like I said, the hood's new, but it's on hinges. But there's the engine bay. Still ain't nothing sitting right there, but there's an update there too. But steering's all set up now. It's new core support. That's new too. So, like I said, ain't none of these parts ever seen each other. The grill's sitting in there. The mumper's on there. Just checking alignment on everything, you know. This is the fender that's had the marker light removed because it was a 68 and filled the C10 emblems where the C10 emblems were. That side still got to be done, but like I said, you know, we're just test fit and make sure everything's gonna work together and whatnot. But so we still got some gap problems and stuff, but you know, we'll get it all situated. But this door actually has a latch in it right now, so. You know, still got some more primer work to do where we had to work on rockers and drip rails to make these doors right, but this one's been put fully in primer. But so, you know, it's pretty dang close. But here soon we'll be able to finish up doing gaps and block it out a little while it's all put together, and then strip it all back apart, take the cab back off, paint it, put the motor and transmission in the chassis, and then drop the painted cab back on and start reassembling the truck. So I'd get a good front, you know, a good shot of it if I had the room, but you know, that's how it goes. Then on the motor, the motor has been torn down. Look at this stuff here. Tore it down and sent it to the machine shop, local shop, and here she is. Still the 327. There's the block. New freeze plugs, cam bearings. You know, it's ready to be put together, paint and put together. Board 40 over. Crank's been turned 20. Crank was already turned 10, so somebody's been in this motor before, which I kind of suspected that, but let me put this back on it. But, you know, I just kind of suspected that. Original heads, original crank. There they are, you know, crank and heads. Where are they at? The pistons and rods. There's the rebuild kit. Shoot, where'd they go? They're around here somewhere. Got the rods and pistons sitting in a box somewhere. Just don't know where that box is. Oh well. But had to replace 2 rods. The rest of them are the originals. Of course, 40 over pistons. It ought to be pretty stout when we put it back together. Oh, the cam's around here too. The cam and lifters. Shoot. I done lost everything. There's the cam. Comp. I'll just let you read the specs of the cam. It'll be easier. For my sake. Maybe you can read that. But there it is. And still gotta get all the miscellaneous stuff put together with, but it'll be running long tube headers probably. I don't know, I might run manifolds, but it's probably gonna be long tube headers. There's the vet. It'll probably be long tube headers, but probably broken in on the manifolds. The plan is to be able to set this motor in this tranny's around here somewhere too. There's tranny in the bell housing. They've been sanded down, putting a rust converter. Miscellaneous bolts. But plan is set the tranny and the motor in there, maybe even before the cab goes back on. Well, I know the stuff's going to go in there before the cab, and then hopefully set the radiator support on there, put the radiator in it, and crank it up before the cab goes on. We'll see. Got all new stainless steel brake lines and ran them. I took them back off before we set the cab back on it. They're around here too, so you know, but that's where it sits right now. So moving along with her, you know. Looks like a truck. First time in a while it's like a truck. So, but we ain't too far off from paint. And the color I'm gonna run, I finally just did what I thought would look right. And let me grab my Coke here. And I'm gonna be running with the I think Chevrolet calls it Inferno Orange Metallic or something like that. But it's a GM color that they use now on the Corvettes, the Avalanches, especially like in '05 and stuff. Those Avalanches, HHRs, stuff like that. That bronzy copperish color, I may not even tweak it at all. I might just get a color code and spray it. That may be all we do. So just for the simplicity of it, it'll look good on that truck. Probably gonna run 10-inch wide Corvette rallies. 15 or 16 inch, not sure yet. But, you know, that's the update. So, I'll show you more when we get a little further along. Talk to you later.